Man, you already know what it is. Man, this Tales from the Crib podcast time, man. You know we hype. You know we turned up. You know the Lakers moving on to that 5th, 6th seed. We going all the way, baby, like I told you. But while you over here watching, I need you to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Because guess what? It's fall and it's coming. I ain't want to say that I ain't trying to get banned again. You ain't gonna get me YouTube. But you already know the voice is. You already know the pretty face. It's a sexy dark-skinned chocolate one. It's Jesse J, Philly Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Thanks, Chocolate Drop.
Man, you a hater, man. You know I got the moves. I'm the man with the plan.
Nah, there's no plan there. The plan is only for destruction.
Exactly. We finna blow the New Jersey up. Shout out Soulja Boy.
What?
But hey, man, enough about all that, man. You already know what time it is, man. You already know what episode this is, man. This episode number 99. And we got a special guest host coming on. We ain't gonna tell y'all when they finna pop up, but when they pop up, they finna pop. And we taking a bite out of crime. But he ain't no snitch, though. Like gonna
be like my co's. Take a bite out of some ace.
Listen here, man. Stop playing. I'm all vegan, man. I'm all vegan. I eat vegan burgers. I eat tofu burgers. Ain't no more meat on my plate.
I didn't know you were eating. I didn't know you were eating so much meat, co-host. You know what are you trying to tell us there,
sometimes
man?
You get the meat. Sometimes you get the sweats. You never got the meat sweats?
No, I actually never had because I don't eat meat like that. I'm not going to the smorgasbord. See, I'm not going to the what's it called, the meat buffet.
Listen, man. I guess when you got that Diddy money, you get invited to the YK Osiris parties. I guess
you get invited to participate in the pool boy parties and show them your corn dog trick.
Oh, pause. We retired the corn dog trick in 2022. Right now, we on bigger, better things.
It's time to start the show, man. Sorry about that rough intro. Hopefully my co-host will do better next time. But you know it's your boy Chico Grande, a.k.a. Chico 2 times, and it's time to start the show. We got to start off with the news, what's going on in the world, and what's going on today. We got Donald Trump indicted by Manhattan grand jury, becoming the first ex-president charged with the crime. The former president was being investigated in connection with hush money payments to adult entertainment performer in 2016. I believe her name was Sunny Daniels?
Yeah, Sunny Daniels, man. How you pay just because you pay a girl some hush money, it don't matter where the money come from. It don't matter that it came from Russia. It don't matter that it came from China.
Yes, it does.
It don't matter. Just listen here.
Don't ever elect my co-host.
I thought we believed in women's rights. I'm trying to put money in women's pockets. And
I don't even know how you got to women's rights in this topic, especially this guy is the biggest offender on women.
Listen here, just because somebody made one grabbing by the joke, don't mean they over here mansplaining. So don't mean they're misogynistic.
You're saying that he took your joke, so he shouldn't be responsible?
Listen here, man, Michelle. Listen here, man. Donald Trump
Who's
is for
Michelle?
I would say Michelle Obama.
Misogyny.
Donald Trump is for the people, but I think we got a video for this. Let's see what's going on.
Trump's arraignment will take place inside this Manhattan courthouse next week after he surrenders and is fingerprinted and photographed, a first for any former or current president, but the same treatment as any other criminal defendant.
This is one of the first times in his life when he has to play by the rules that everyone else plays by.
Late Thursday, Trump was informed of the New York grand jury's decision to indict him.
Despite all the scuttlebutt and rumors and whatnot, we believed and hoped that rule of law would have prevailed. So he initially was shocked.
Reports suggest he faces 30 or more charges relating to allegations of business fraud and a hush money scheme involving payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The specific charges remain under seal. That hasn't stopped the frenzied claims from Trump's backers.
I think the unprecedented indictment of a former president of the United States for a campaign finance issue is an outrage.
Outside Mar-a-Lago, Trump's supporters rallied defiant.
This doesn't make any sense. All because he gave the girl $40.
He gave her more than 40.
He gave Stormy Daniels. Listen here.
He gave her a solid 4 inches.
Listen here, man. We believe in women's rights over here. So whatever he gave her, she deserved it. She deserved it. But I mean, this is messed up. Like, so you saying that Donald Trump campaign strategy don't got a fluffer in it? You can't add a fluffer to the budget?
Fluffer is illegal, sir.
Whoa. So I'm Deshaun Watson? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. You said that.
I go to one massage parlor and I'm Deshaun Watson and Robert Kraft?
Yes.
That's messed up.
Send them. They're going to have protests for you in Mar-a-Lago.
Nah, but honestly, with this whole Donald Trump situation, they're saying that he's also going to get 34 charges on top of this, and this is all business fraud. But he's not, like they said before, he was going to get handcuffed and photographed, but he's not going to get photographed. No. He's not going to be handcuffed because the judge feels like Donald Trump isn't a flight risk. I mean, where you finna run to? You seen the first Batman movie? Where did the Penguin run to? He couldn't run. All he can do is waddle.
But one thing that was hilarious about this is they were saying that that Trump couldn't that he was actually said this before. I'm sorry, now I remember what I was gonna say. Before, when we covered this, he was actually saying that he knew that this was coming, and then people were like, "Oh, he's just making it up for hype. He's just trying to drum up interest." But then look, it actually is true. He did have a jump on what was going on, and they are going to arrest him for that. But as far as using extra funds from your, what do they call it?
Your
campaign money.
Your campaign money.
Yeah, extra funds from that. You know that everyone does not, is legal with that. They got money going all over the place. They probably hooking up family members. Oh, you assisted me for today. Here's 20 bands.
Exactly. You know how hard and stressful running the campaign is? He was running against Joe Biden. He needed Stormy Daniels. And on top of that, have you seen Stormy Daniels' lips? They're amazing.
Which ones?
Oh, disrespectful. Me and Donald Trump over here believe in women's rights. We support women.
You do not believe women's rights at all.
We give women money all the time. What do you call that?
Tricking. It ain't tricking if you got it.
No, but honestly, on top of this is just wrong. And what makes it wrong is because these are all misdemeanors, and they're so mad at Donald Trump, they don't want him to run. They up these like Class E felonies, which doesn't make any sense. And they're saying even though he's being charged with this, the whole process is going to take at least a year or two, and the elections is coming up real soon. So you can pretty much, you may see the first president that's going on death row and running for president at the same time.
No, he's not doing all
and
that.
Somebody said he the new Tupac.
I feel like
you saw that.
I feel like that he the only reason that they were going after him so hard, West even on something, you're gonna get us age restricted again.
What you talking about? West Side is age restricted?
It might be.
I'm not the one that said Donald Trump is the next Tupac, aka Notorious B.I.G.
No class. You acting like Reese's Pieces. I'm just kidding. We're gonna talk about that later. But I just feel like it was a way for them to attack him because I think that they're scared of him running for president. Yeah. So they're trying to get something on him, so that way he can't run for president in the future.
Yeah, so, they don't have anybody with that. That Soto dude, I forgot, somebody named Soto.
Yeah.
They have Joe Biden.
No, you should know he's from your state. What's that Florida dude's name? DeSantis?
Yeah, DeSantis. Yeah, Soto, DeSantis, Club Soda, same thing.
No, racism. You've already been charged for racism and misogyny, and we're in the first clip.
See, I got that
we might have to age restrict the first part of this episode.
As long as I don't got that Tory Lanez lawyer, I'm gonna be good. No comment.
No, you ain't gonna be good. They needed to comment.
Hey, but speaking of comment, I mean, we gonna keep.
All right, but final thoughts. I think he'll find some way to work this out with his legal team. I feel like it's just a ploy to keep him from running for president. And if this is going to take a couple years, it may not even stop him. It may just be something that they try to be like, oh, he's ineligible.
I mean, two things I want for Christmas. I want Young Thug to be free and Donald Trump to be president. That's all I'm gonna say.
You just want that. What is it?
I want Slime season 5.
What was that? What was the checks he sent out? What was that called?
Stimulus checks.
Yeah,
of course.
He wants some more
Donald
stimmies.
Trump ain't giving no money. He over here giving. See, we
you mean Joe Biden?
Joe Biden ain't giving no money, man. You finna get me started. We finna get age restricted already.
Oh, we didn't cover it, but a lot of the places that are actually supposed to be recession proof. Like McDonald's and all that, they're going through major layoffs. They said McDonald's about to lay off like 20,000 people.
And every time we drive around the streets,
they don't even have enough workers because the lines is around the building.
It doesn't make any sense. And did you see this is still U.S. news, but not Donald Trump news. Did you see how like China and everybody's like denouncing the U.S. dollar, and now they having their own, they're using their own money now?
Yeah. They're like they're kind of making their own agreement with some of the other
And it's
countries.
like, we giving all this money to these people, and y'all finna do this to us? This is what y'all do to us?
They're choosing sides.
How y'all choose sides and we helping y'all?
Because it's time to take them down.
Man, it is what it is. See, I knew it.
We're gearing up for World War III, and we need a commander that doesn't fall asleep at the controls.
Man, all I gotta say right now is free Donald Trump and free Tory Lanez.
Speaking of arch nemesises, we got your favorite girl that put your boy in jail. Megan Thee Stallion is going viral after throwing the first pitch at the Houston Astros. What was it? There's opening season game, their opening home game. But everyone looks like they wasn't focusing on the pitch. They was focusing on the hitch.
The hips?
Basically.
Whoa.
I said the hitch, but yeah.
Misogynistic. But I mean, yes, like my co-host just said, baseball season just kicked off. So in Houston, they let Megan Thee Stallion throw the first pitch, just like 50 Cent threw the first pitch, and all these other celebrities throw the first pitch. And
she had an arm basically like 50 Cent.
It was horrible.
It's pretty comparable.
Don't we have a video of this?
Yeah, we got a video. Let's see. Let's get us off the screen so we can see Megan in those tight white pants.
Have been on their feet for about.
Why would you wear white to a baseball game?
With the teams.
It's dirt everywhere.
Their opening day
so you could do that.
Their entire rosters.
That thing.
World Series trophies.
That's what academics was singing.
Look at that hair, girl. Do your thing. Okay. Real hot girls. That's my co-host. Yeah, hot girl. Yeah, hottie.
No. Never that.
He drinks the Megan sauce.
Megan Thee Stallion is being told the pitch clock, which is something that we're going to see this year. Is
man, she's whipping it around. She's trying to make sure everyone gets a show.
She got the diamonds on. Okay, the jewels.
And was throwing strikes. So here
she's
we
like,
go.
what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get closer.
This is funny. At first, she's like, I don't even know where to throw it. The plate.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Watch me. I'm about to rock this. Look at it. Hey, you know what the funny part?
Wait, watch this guy. Watch his glove placement. Oh, that's a little low.
Come on,
he's trying to feel through the glove.
So I don't know why y'all made a big deal out of this. Like, he had the glove on, he can't feel nothing. You already know, hey, when you got that glove on, you can't feel nothing. That's why the pregnancy rate so high.
It's way better with no glove. We all know that.
I don't know nothing about. I wear gloves. First off, I'm a Christian. Thank you.
No. False.
You a hater.
I just fact checked that. Let me see. Fact check it. They determined that was a lie.
My co-host is a hater. But if you didn't know, Megan Thee Stallion is making her comeback. She's been on a long hiatus ever since she allegedly got popped by my dog Tory Lanez.
Troy Ave is popping everyone.
Hey, Tory Ave is out here in these streets. Tory Ave didn't even make the topics, but you already know Tory Ave about that life. But
no, it's not. He's a rat. I'm trying to sneak that past me. That man is a certified rat. He's Master Splinter, part 2.
Nah, but
but I do want to say one thing on this. Up? I was actually even watching academics talk about this. He was like, Megan's looking fit. It looks like she got off the Henny. Because he was saying that she was never fat, because but if you're drinking alcohol a lot, sometimes like your cheeks get puffy in your face, and you kind of carry more water weight. Mm-hmm. And he goes, it looks like that she put the alcohol down for a couple weeks because she went sucked it all in. She's
been working out for a while. Even if you go on Megan Thee Stallion's page, on her YouTube page, she has like videos of her working out. So I mean, eventually it's gonna come. But I mean, yeah, I gotta admit, that body banging, the hair.
Hey, you need a workout party, Megan. Come out, work out with the TFTC crew. We'll show you a thing or two at the gym.
My co-host
show you how to do some squats.
My co-host can't do more than 5 push-ups.
I actually do 5 million push-ups. We did a bench press competition, and you want to remind me who won that competition?
You won by 1. You cheated.
No, I did enough to beat you, and then I did my dance.
Oh Lord!
I did this.
Nah, but honestly, with this whole Megan Thee Stallion hiatus, and she's finally coming back through a whole situation that happened in California, I'm glad to see her back. I'm surprised NCAA is giving her so much push. They have her doing this. They also haven't had her doing
NCAA.
I mean, I said ESPN.
Oh, Megan?
Yeah, ESPN had her on this. They had her on NCAA March Madness performing.
Oh, yeah. She had that March Madness performance.
Also, on top of that, what else did she do? She did, She did that. She did that. On top of that, she had the AT&T block party. That was like an hour. She had like an hour and a half, hour and 5 minutes, 10 minutes stage performance, which was amazing. You know, she was twerking, she was popping. I think the leg back in action.
You know what's weird is like I came to the studio and I opened the door and then my co-host was sitting on the couch with a blanket and I'm like, "Why are you watching Megan Thee Stallion on mute? What's going on here?" And he said, "Don't worry about what I'm doing."
Hey, she a 10, but she sound better on mute. Shout out to Drake.
Oh God. See, I told you. Misogyny.
Ooh, speaking of misogyny, man, my
favorite misogynist,
my favorite R&B singer / rapper / 5'2" goon, Tory Lanez said it ain't over till the fat lady sing, and she ain't sing yet. So Tory Lanez, if you didn't know, got a new lawyer. He's trying to do this appeal thing, and you know they're saying to get an appeal, you got to show that the evidence that was brought on court was just shouldn't have never been used. So one of the things they talked about that they brought in court, they said Tory Lanez was a menace. He had a gun. He had a picture of a gun tatted on his stomach, and you know for some strange reason, Tory Lanez and his legal team let that slide. But his new legal team said, "Nah, that tattoo is a tattoo from Tupac."
About bringing people together.
Exactly. You know, Tupac had that same tattoo. So
Tupac's.
I mean, he did have the same tattoo.
This is crazy.
So, hey, imagine if they said Donald Trump is the new Tupac / Biggie. What if Donald Trump has a tattoo of AK-47 on his stomach?
I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like a status quo for him. But yeah, basically they're going to retry the case, or they're actually putting in the request to retry, because they were saying there was all kinds of information leaks when it came to the trial. And I was actually even checking out Academics, and he was saying that they mentioned him in the trial. They're like, this dang YouTuber was putting out information on the trial before we even had the information. How is that even possible? And then he was like, I actually was getting it from Megan's team, but
for real? So the whole time they were making it seem like they were getting it from Tory's team. Mm-hmm. And then I see this internet
AK
game.
said that like one of her people got some and they got some more information from somewhere else. But yeah, he said one of the things he picked up from Megan's people.
That's crazy. I mean, see, this is why you can't trust Hollywood. This is what I always thought. I always thought that, okay, Tory Lanez gonna take the L in the beginning, and then he's gonna get the retrial. He's gonna win the retrial, and then that's what everybody's he's gonna win the retrial and be like, oh, it never should have happened. So everybody's gonna have a clear face. Everybody's gonna be like, everybody's gonna be torn. Some people are gonna be like, oh well, Megan won it first, and then he only won the retrial because he's already spent 3 months in jail, so they basically gave him time served. And other people are gonna say, no, he did the retrial and he won fair and square, so he's not guilty. Can
we just deport this guy? Isn't he Canadian?
Can we deport you? Aren't you Canadian?
I'm actually an American citizen.
So
if you deport me, I'm just gonna respawn here. I'm still here. So check yourself.
Oh Lord.
We don't. Canadians used to be cool, but then they ain't so cool anymore.
That's what.
No, I'm kidding. I like a lot of Canadians. A lot of Canadians are my favorite people.
Except for Chris Bosh.
Yeah, he's not good. But my favorite skateboarder back in the day, Mark Appleyard, was a Canadian. And
how you feel about Nav?
Theory's Canadian.
What about Nav?
Nav's like he's almost Canadian, but he's
born in Canada.
Is that what he said?
Yes, he's Canadian.
His parents is from here. He's an American citizen.
He's Canadian.
He hangs out in Minnesota.
The Weeknd.
It doesn't even count, man. He's a sellout. He's a phony. No, okay.
I
like this old stuff. He's just too commercial now for me. But put it down in the comments below. Remember, that's the quickest way to help the channel grow. Like, comment, and subscribe. But we want to hear your thoughts. Are you on Team Megan's? Do you think she's a what's she called a group? The Hotties?
The Hotties.
Yeah, do you think she's bringing Hottie back? Like Justin Timberlake bringing Sexy back? Is she bringing Hottie back by getting all snatched and throwing out the first pitch and looking good? Or are you on Team Tory, thinking that he's going to win this appeal with all the information leaks and the case not being conducted in a correct manner, he might win that appeal? I
feel like Tory Lanez might win the appeal because, I mean, like we said before, all the evidence they were dropping before when the court case was going on, it made it seem like this had to be a mistrial. It couldn't have been Tory Lanez's like unanimously guilty. That part doesn't make any sense. This goes on like everybody said, like you can be you can be guilty, you can be innocent, but when you're in the court, it's all about who got the best lawyer, who lawyer can make up the best story. And it looks like Tory Lanez lawyer was booty crack.
Yeah, they messed up, and also I heard that a reason for the mistrial is they were using things that Tory was putting on Instagram as evidence, but they were saying like, how do you even know that was Tory saying those things? He has like 10 different people that have access and run his account. So you're just saying that anything that comes from the account, you're automatically putting it on him when he could have not even put it at all. So that was another thing that they were kind of fighting on. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of backed up Tory Lanez, but after seeing Megan snatch like that, I'm going Team Megan. I'm down for the Stallion.
Just know I'm burning your Christmas present.
Oh no.
Yep. But guess what? I'm gonna give you $1. Just like this next topic here. Looks like the new queen of petty. I mean, I thought that I was petty. I thought Taylor Swift was petty. But nah. Gwyneth Paltrow said she the queen of the petty squad. So it looks like Gwyneth Paltrow finally wins her trial versus some Dr. Sanderson, who states that Gwyneth Paltrow tried to pound her down. Mow her down on just skiing on the ski slopes in, I think, Utah.
Yeah, it was in Utah, and it says jury finds Gwyneth Paltrow not guilty in ski trial. The star won her $1 countersuit in the high-profile ski collision trial and left the courtroom in dramatic fashion. Gwyneth Paltrow whispered, "I wish you well," to Dr. Sanderson, the man who sued her over a ski crash, and she left the courtroom with her $1 victory because she was all about the principle. And we were watching clips from the case, and they got freaking 3D renderings. Like you see, like when someone's like gonna build a house, but they got like a 3D like video game renderings of like people skiing down the slopes and how the accident happened. And she was saying that she was down at the bottom basically of the hill with her kids, you know, trying to, you know, I guess just ski with them kind of on the easy part. And this dude came down from the full speed from the hill, Dr. Sanderson, and wiped her out. And then he ended up suing her, saying that she cut into him, causing the accident where he got super injured. But she was saying, no, actually you ran into me. And they said that Gwyneth was using a ski instructor of the stars that charges like $8,000 a weekend.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's way too much. You can find way cheaper ski instructors. And in his report that he put in, he put that the Dr. Sanderson was the one that actually hit Gwyneth. But they're saying, of course, he's going to side with her. She's paying him like $8,000 for a day or 2 days of work. So it kind of went back and forth. They went through the trial, and it ended up, looks like they
let me see the video.
Went with Gwyneth. But yeah, let's go ahead and see the video, and then we'll talk about it.
Thank you.
Let my client slip out before.
Yes, everyone remain seated while the parties leave.
I'm going to make a quick statement. Ms. Paltrow is not going to be making a statement today.
So you can make the statement outside, Mr. Owens.
I will do that.
Okay.
See, this is what you get for lying on the stars. You over here trying to get this big old payout like that dude from Tesla, but it ain't going down like that. Gwyneth Paltrow say no, just like TLC.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get like 20-30 million.
Yeah, it makes no sense, and it was just crazy how he had the one story how like she ran and plowed him down when he wasn't looking, but then she was like, "No, I was standing in one spot watching my kids," and then they were like, "Well, how can you watch your kids and know that he's the one that ran into you?" And he's like, "That doesn't make any sense."
Yeah, you can be watching your kids when someone runs into your back. There's nothing that prevents that. So, I mean, good for her. And
the crazy part was the fact that she said that she thought when she got hit, she thought that she was getting attacked because the way that they fell, she was folded up like a pretzel.
Oh yeah, because they said that they crashed and they like rolled around, and she was like, "I didn't know if I was being assaulted or not."
Like, am I being assaulted in the daytime? She
was like, "I don't know if it was Mr. Trump trying to grab me by the whatsy."
You'll see here, Mr. Trump grabbed you by the whatsy. When's the next time?
I wonder what happened to you that one rally.
I was there in January.
Why you got home late?
The January 6th, we remember.
Is that what they put on your back?
Pause. This ain't Superman, ain't Soldier Boy. But I mean, with this whole situation, and then the fact that she went the Taylor Swift route of being petty and only asking for $1, and then she won $1, it's just like sheer genius. This is up there with. I remember this story about this dude that had to pay his wife child support.
Yeah,
he was down to like his last payment, like $500, and what he did was he gave her $500 worth of pennies. And like he drove up there and like just dropped it off. Like, here you go.
You want to talk about class? That's class.
He dropped it off, but the bad news about that, he dropped the pennies off in front of her yard, so it didn't count. So he had to pay again. So she got $1,000.
Oh wow! I saw a company that did that, where like a company got sued by another company, and then they dropped off I forget, it was like a truckload of pennies or nickels. They dropped off like true truckloads of nickels to be petty. That's a different type of petty. Can you imagine going to a bank and be like, I need $20,000 worth of nickels? They'll be like, it's going to be a minute.
I can't wait to sue somebody. Watch when we get big enough, I'm suing everybody. I'm suing you.
We're probably going to get sued.
Well, we definitely getting sued.
If we're anything like, who was Cardi B suing?
Oh, Tasha K?
Yeah.
That's what we say, alleged a lot.
Alleged.
Or the Pat McAfee.
And if you didn't know, from this podcast and every podcast down the road, anything we say is allegedly.
Facts.
Just remember, episode 99, we said it here.
But you know what's not alleged? This next topic right here.
Because it's facts.
Looks like the Messiah, the top G, the God of all gods, Andrew Mother Tate, and Tristan Tate's brother finally released from jail. And it's not alleged. They under house arrest. It looks like the Romanian government, after 90 days of being in jail, because the longest they can have you in there is like 180.
That's crazy. With no charges.
So after 93 months of being in jail, they're letting him off on house arrest. And you know, some people are calling this a big victory. Other people are like, wait, hold on. Then why did you arrest Andrew Tate if you ain't got no charges?
Yeah, I mean, and we even saw where I really don't even understand why we're still in custody. I mean, when they had the transcripts of all the messages of the girls that he got in trouble for, that they basically colluded and were trying to set this man up and this whole thing was fake, I thought he would be out next day. I didn't think that they would still try to drag their feet and not let him out and now put him on house arrest. It's like, you got the evidence. It's literally transcripts of these girls saying that they're lying on this man, and they're still messing with him. Yeah. I think this is going to teach him a valuable lesson to no longer hang out in these kind of other countries. I know that he may be able to, do different things and not have to worry as much maybe, but when you get into legal things, or when you go into being arrested or in court, those other countries that don't have so much favorable terms, I guess you could say, you're probably better off in the States, because you wouldn't have been in prison in 3 months with no charges in the States. It doesn't work like that. So you maybe want to double think about being in Romania or these other places abroad.
Comment below, how long in the United States can you be in jail without them giving you any charges? I think it's like 48 hours.
I think
it's like 48 hours, but I'm not sure. Fact check that and comment down below. Do we got a video for this?
Yeah, we got a video of them getting released. Let's watch.
The judges who heard us today, because they were very attentive and they listened to us and they let us free, so I have to give absolute respect to them. I have no resentment in my heart for the country of Romania or for anybody else. I just believe in the truth. It was political, so. I believe in God, and I think that the fire of truth will eventually destroy all lies, and anybody who lies in a long enough time frame will feel the sting of regret. I truly believe that justice will be served in the end. There is 0% chance of me being found guilty of something I have not done. I maintain my absolute innocence, and I think most people understand this, and I look forward to being home. So thank you very much, everybody. What are your plans for doing that day? When I was in jail, I did 7,417 push-ups. I make it up. I would like to get to 10,000 before the end of the week. I will focus on the push-ups and I will read the Quran. Thank you.
That's 3,000.
Your arms will be on fire.
That's 3,000 push-ups, and he got out on a Friday. So 2 days to do 1,500. How do you do 1,500 push-ups in a day?
That's crazy. And it's because they had that first video of whenever I think he got home and he was lighting up a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he loves cigars. And they were saying, like, dang, he looks like he's back in fighting shape. When I guess when you're locked up, you ain't got nothing else to do but knock out them push-ups and sit-ups.
Remember they had him in a small cell. But, I mean, with this whole situation, they released Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate. They also released 2 females along with them. I was watching a couple interviews where I guess this lady that used to go with Tristan Tate, she talked about it.
Yeah.
And she was saying how she was talking to Tristan and like he used to tell her all these sweet things and she was there for like a whole week, but then she's like, this isn't what I want, and she just left. Like she didn't have any. They didn't make her stay or anything like that.
Yeah,
she left on her own will. I mean, she said she has a bad taste in her mouth for dating Tristan Tate because you know he was a bad boyfriend. But besides that, he let her go freely. He didn't do anything. I mean, this is just a big win for Andrew Tate. You know, I can't wait to with Aiden Ross to see what he says to Andrew Tate because you know he's all up on his D.
Yeah. God dang, man. I hope that you know, Tate doesn't get out of jail and hear your zesty comments and roundhouse kick you in the neck. But because if he wants to, I'll set up the match. We got Tales from the Crib versus Cobra Tate. We got my boy Jesse J.
I want to fight
getting in the
first.
Octagon. Now you're trying to really get us canceled. You can't be fighting no women.
See, that's incredible.
She pregnant too? You want to fight a pregnant woman? Cancel this, man.
She's not pregnant for real. It's all a lie.
Why?
That's what they said on the thing. It was all a lie.
Oh, and if you're watching on TFTC Clips and you're not subscribed to Tales from the Crib to watch the full length episode and get access to it first, then I don't like you.
True.
TFTC Clips, we appreciate you for watching, but you need to make sure you're following Tales to the Crib so you get first access and 1080p video. So make sure you check on over to the main page so you can get the things up to date and in the best quality.
I wonder what Andrew Tate's house arrest consists of. Did Romania say you can no longer talk bad about us? Like everything.
I think he's just playing it safe, dude. I mean, with him doing that interview and saying that, you know, I don't hold any ill will. I believe in the truth, and the truth will set me free. And I don't hold any reservations against the Romanian people or government.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's being smart about it. You don't want to talk bad about them when they could take away your house arrest immediately.
True. You
better play possum and get on.
True. I mean, hopefully this all is over with, and you know, like you said earlier before, he just moves out of Romania and just goes somewhere else. I know he always talked ish about like the United States and going to other places like that, but I mean, maybe he has to go ahead and do that.
Come to Texas. It'll feel like another country.
It's open carry.
But
in Florida.
Speaking of open carry, looks like someone was thinking they're from Texas in this next story. We got
some people in Memphis. Looks like we got footage of a brawl in Memphis. Yo Gotti's mom has a restaurant. It was a fatal shooting with 2 people and five injured following the shooter at the Memphis restaurant. I think we got 2 videos, 1 video?
It's one video, but yeah, it was at Yo Gotti's mom's restaurant, and allegedly 2 people lost their life. We got a little video footage. It's kind of hard to see, you know, in these party settings, but we're going to get out of the way and check it out. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like the arrow's pointing to that guy. Guess maybe that's the guy that popped off. Oh, they started fighting.
Boom, boom. This is my favorite part right here. Look at the girl with the crutches. My favorite part.
Oh, she comes out and starts beating
people. You would think somebody on crutches is handicapped. They wouldn't do anything. They're trying to get out the way. And she's the only girl here. Look what she do. She panicked and said, oh my God, no. Wait, I got like a dart. She tried to hit him. She missed him.
Stay up off my man.
She missed him though, but I mean at the same time, hey, like, that's crazy. And then here goes the security guard out here. He's up here breaking it up. And it was another video of, like, they was in a parking lot and you seen the shooting happen. And you see this all breaking up, all this going on. Then the security guard comes out of nowhere and just, like, pops everybody.
Wow, he just caught him.
That's up close.
Yeah.
Oh, that video stopped. I thought it was...
Yeah. We can't show someone get murked on TV, but allegedly you can.
Last time
You might have. I'm gonna bring this up so we get that out of the way. But yeah, it looks like there's still a lot of the streets are still hot in Memphis. You know, no one's happy that Young Dolph lost his life. Everyone felt like he was the biggest and best rapper out of Memphis. And now you got Yo Gotti out here. And, you know, if I'm making that money like that, you know, yeah, if my mom wants to have a restaurant, I might give her some money or help her out where she can have her own restaurant. But I ain't going to have her have no restaurant in the hood where either she's at and this type of stuff going on, man. You got to do better, Yo Gotti.
I mean, that's where the best business is at. I mean, if you had a soul food restaurant.
In the suburbs.
Who gonna get soul food in the suburbs?
Everybody. You just got to get popping on Instagram, and you got to get that one dude from TikTok to review your food.
The one that does the grill, does all the dancing.
The ex-UFC dude.
Big Groove.
No, he used to be a UFC fighter.
Is he better than Big Groove?
He's
does
funny.
He dance like
I
Big
forget
Groove?
his name. He has like autism.
Can he dance? Can he dance?
Exactly. I've never been that hyped to
watch another
ask
man dance. I guess you never seen Usher and Chris Brown. I was there.
Throwing one?
I'm still ready to get put on stage. Bring me on stage next time.
You want to sit in the chair?
Oh, Paul.
My Lord.
I wanted to help on a DJ booth.
Double fisted, man. Never thought I'd see the day.
Nah, but some people were saying that some people were saying, oh, this may be a retaliation for the whole Young Dolph situation because Yo Gotti's mom had this restaurant for a real long time and nothing's ever happened. And other people are saying like, no, I mean, this is just a regular fight, just black people acting like black people, you know.
People shooting each other. It's just.
People, I mean, this was what happened. I mean, like, as soon as there's a big crowd of people around and it's pushing and shoving, people not fighting nowadays. They trying to up the blicky. They up on the blicky or they hitting you with crutches. It's one of the two.
BTB knows all about that.
Whoa.
Tragic.
We talk about that next. But I mean, hopefully her restaurant doesn't get shut down because that does happen at a lot of places that has this tragic incident, except for the Young Dolph place. I think they opened up a couple days later.
Oh, the cookie spot?
The cookie spot, yeah. But I mean, this is sad.
You know what's crazy is I unfortunately called that. Young Dolph was like,
oh yeah, the cookie spot
was always going to that cookie spot, and when he goes, every time I come back to Memphis, I'm talking at the cookie spot. I'm like, why would you say that, though? Because they're gonna just stay on your IG, and he's not gonna know if it's an op or just another fan watching his Instagram story, and they're like, oh, he's back in Memphis. He's probably talking. He's gonna stop at the cookie shop within the next couple of days, and they just stalk the cookie shop. They see one of his high-profile cars come in, they know it's him, and that's exactly how they got him. And I was like, dang, like it's crazy, like from the Chicago stuff and like being like into the Chicago drill rappers and all the stuff and how people get backdoored. It really makes you think like you really can't leave anything to the public. Like you got to dang near be super private. You got to move in silence because you slip up just like that and they're going to catch you. They're going to catch you and then they're going to stretch you. And so you definitely got to be aware, especially if you're famous, man. Don't ever drop the location on yourself or say, oh, I frequent this place all the time. Then people are just going to post up there and they're eventually going to catch you lacking and then they're going to do you dirty because they don't have, nobody cares, man. You know what time they on.
Nobody cares. But I mean, we're going to keep you posted on this. Let y'all know what's going on with Yo Gotti in this restaurant. Cause you know, supposedly you already know Yo Gotti going to be in the news. He got some black youngster issues going on. We still got the Young Dolph case. We still got
Black Youngster, wasn't he on his label?
Yeah, he was CMG, but he's not CMG no more.
Ooh.
Some people were saying that he's this is why Yo Gotti fell back from Black Youngster. This is also why he's going like trying to do a whole new look, trying to be a businessman out here with Angela Simmons. He's trying to make this new look. And they're also saying that he hasn't really been chilling with Black Youngster ever since that whole 100-shot thing happened. So we're gonna see how it goes. But I mean, enough about that.
We got a update.
Time to get to
on this man's life.
Time to get to the nitty gritty. Looks like Cleveland rapper, San Antonio rapper BTB Savage reportedly shot in Houston. He recently went viral for posting the scene where a man who tried to rob him in his home. So sad. And speaking like how we live in the same city that he's in, I'm looking at like post like my Facebook story and my Instagram story, and I'm talking to a couple people asking them about it, like locals, and they all feel happy that this happened to him, And I'm starting to realize why, because this dude is from Cleveland. BTB is from Cleveland. And then he moved to San Antonio, and he was in the military. So most likely he moved like close to the like his high school year. Then he went to the military.
Yeah.
But the person that he's BTB supposedly shot and killed is from San Antonio. And I always say it's only 5 black people in San Antonio. It's not that many black people in San Antonio. Everybody know everybody. And everybody knew this Omar Richardson dude. Everybody knew him. Everybody I speak to, oh yeah, that was my friend, that was my dog. It's a messed up situation. It don't feel right. And I'm like, so this is why y'all y'all just don't really care.
Glowing.
Y'all glowing because he took away one of y'all people that y'all knew. Nobody really knew him.
I didn't even know that he was in any city, man. I never really heard it. I mean, I've heard his name like once or twice. That because he has Savage in his name, and but I ain't really honestly never listened to his music or even known that he was around. But we saw this on the news that he had that incident where someone tried to rob him. His girlfriend saved him. She ended up firing and hitting him. And that's why he got his arm messed up, because the girlfriend was trying to hit the guy that he was wrestling with for over a firearm. She hit him and the other guy. And then that other guy was ended up passing away. And then he, as a lot of rappers do, it's almost like a DaBaby moment. Anything happens, even if it's like someone trying to check you and then you got to defend yourself.
Yep.
You should just leave it at that. But then some people try to gloat when they defended themselves. And he did that, and then he got smoked within like 4 hours. It reminds me, like, you see that, like, it's weird how like the whole world getting like Chicago, because I remember this one dude, Lil Mark, Tuka's brother. He dissed all of 150, which is like G Herbo and them's crew. He dissed them like super hard, and I think the song wasn't even out a day, and he got killed.
That's crazy.
Because it was like he was too disrespectful. So they made it a mission to find him and murk him like that.
Well, BTB lasted at least 60 days before he passed away, because he killed the person got shot.
But yeah, I know he made it from the incident that long, but it was like not even 24 hours after this post.
Your person, yeah.
After this
post, yeah.
That they caught him. And what's crazy is like he wasn't even in the city where this happened. He went over to Houston. So it's like they must have been keeping tabs on him. That's why it's like people really think like Instagram, oh, I don't want to show every part of my whole life. Anytime I'm outside and doing something, I'm going to show them. But this is what being on Instagram all the time. I hardly ever post Instagram. On my personal account, I never post really anything. And on the Tales from the Crib Reactions page, we only post the stuff about the podcast. So we don't need no one trying to track us down, man. That's goofy.
True. And that's why his mom right now, if you check on the news, his mom right now is doing the whole little press run. How she was saying, I told him not to post those pictures, to take him down. He wouldn't listen, and I only want to remember him as a good child being in the military. But I mean, if you didn't know, BTB Savage, he was making that scam rap. If you've been watching Tales from the Crib, you already know I've been on him. I had him as one of my songs of the week. He was going hard, but I mean, I always say this. I say he was having a bad 2023, because at the beginning of the year, he got arrested. He got arrested by the feds because he be scamming. He got arrested by the feds. He bonded out. Then he dropped the tape. Then after that, this whole situation when somebody tried to break in this house. And the crazy part about it is, with him breaking in his house, he was saying how this was just a regular day. He was going to do a feature. The dude that he was going to do a feature with pulled up, and I guess he was riding in the car, and the dude that was going to do the feature came out of the car, and then this dude, the dude he shot, came out of the car also. He came out of the car with like a briefcase or something like that. And then next thing you know, all hell break loose. But I mean, it's crazy out there. I mean, San Antonio, once again, they give San Antonio a bad name. We got this situation. We got the whole 6ix9ine situation happen.
That had nothing to do with San Antonio?
Yeah, San Antonio, when 6ix9ine was here and all the Mexicans came out and they made a post and all that stuff.
I never saw that.
That was like 2-3 years ago. That happened.
Well, that doesn't matter.
So I mean, with that's two situations right there with San Antonio. Like they have San Antonio looking crazy, and there was another situation where like that's where people are saying like nobody wants to do concerts in San Antonio. That's where every time you see like Lil Wayne, Moneybagg Yo,
you gotta go. You gotta
go to Austin because nobody wants to come to San Antonio because San Antonio's always doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not really any good venues in San Antonio. They
go to the Aztec Theater.
Yeah, and that's more for comedy. That's even not really set up for concerts.
Mm-hmm.
So you see why. But man, RIP, BTB, Savage. Only thing that I'll say is this is, his mom, respects her for being real.
True.
Most of the time, these rappers, living these lives where they're half foot in the streets, half foot in as being a professional rapper, and then something happens to them, and their mom want to be like, "Oh, we need to find out who did it, who did my baby like this. I can't believe this happened to me. Like, I don't know why anyone would want to do this to my child." But she knew what was going on. Her son was taunting and saying stuff in his songs and all kinds of stuff. So she says she wants to remember him as a man in the military, but she acknowledges the life, that he was living in the streets, and that, the life that he lived in the streets caught up with him and caught him to get, murked and laid out. So, you live the life that you choose. And, that's the thing with the rappers nowadays. They think that, being a rapper and talking all kind of crazy, that it's just rapping. No, It's not just rapping. People really do that to you. People have no problem laying you down and then making you the next pack.
True.
It's just, it is what it is. Being a rapper is probably the most dangerous occupation.
It is, because remember, think about it. You're a rapper. You got to promote where you at. So you got to be online. You got to show it. If the Fed, and like if you're doing illegal stuff, the Fed's gonna be on you. Then when you do shows, concerts, tours, you gotta post it. So I mean, they may not know what time you're gonna be there, but they know you're gonna be there. Like when we did the whole Chief Keef concert, like we knew Chief Keef was gonna be there. He pulled up like we was in the line for like a good hour and a half, and then he finally pulled up. So I mean, you never know when they're gonna be there, but they will be there. But one thing they're saying is that it was an air tag. They put an air tag on this man's car, and then they found him at the hotel. And one thing about this, and Apple's getting a bad rep. I haven't heard one positive thing about this air tag.
No, it's became a straight criminal
a criminal device. Like people just put it on your car. They're either trying to kidnap you.
And you're supposed to have that thing. So if there's an air tag by you and it's not registered to you, you're supposed to get that alert that you're being tracked. But I don't really see those alerts coming up or when people get tracked and tracked down. So just watch out, people.
Unless they got Androids.
This world's dangerous.
You gotta watch out for Jesus. They may air tag Jesus.
Nah.
You remember the air tag? The air tag.
Those kidnap him, throw him right in the trunk. He fits.
6-pound baby Jesus. But I mean, our condolences and prayers go out to BTB Savage. We're gonna keep y'all up to date with that. But moving on to the next topic, it looks like we scared. What's that?
Dang, man.
I
can't. Sorry, guys, I can't have that audio. They'll block the whole video.
So one thing they were saying about this thing, and I noticed, everybody before you change it, a lot of people that's going against him. In this posting, they all saying, like, I guess he had a song called Louis Runners and everything. He's like, I guess he didn't have his Louis Runners on. And everybody is now like showing stacks of money, and they playing like his song. I'm like, dang, that's dirty.
What, to diss him?
Yeah. Like, like in Chicago,
I never seen that before.
That's it. Like Chicago, they be like, we smoking such and such. But with his situation, they all like showing a whole bunch of money, and like they showing like they playing his song underneath the bottom of the caption. But I mean, we gonna see how
that's a little weird. Y'all gotta get better at your dissing. If you're gonna diss, at least diss right. Playing someone's song is promoting them. That's not making fun of them. Mm. You better make. There's all kinds of songs that you could pick when you're trolling somebody.
Or they showing they're showing like his DJ Vlad interview, and like they putting a fat smiley laughing emojis next to it.
Oh yeah. They probably were playing the part when he said that. Oh, if people want to, come and see me, I can get active or something like that. He was basically saying that he didn't fear nobody because he knows he's like that, and then he got murked. So people are making fun of him for that interview being out less than a week when he said no one would do nothing to him, and then his TV gets turned off. So it's a cruel world, people. If you want to be a rapper, just know you're basically entering a war zone.
I'm so sad. Like it's like all my favorite rappers, like the past 4 or 5, they either going to jail, they dying, or they turn out to be a snitch. Boston Richie, Pop Smoke, BTB Savage, 6ix9ine.
No, I mean I was never a fan of half of those people. So good riddance. No.
Nah, but I mean,
except it's funny. Our last episode, we actually talked about 6ix9ine, and it got our video age restricted because we were too mean to a guy that was a snitch.
He was so mean
and a goofy. I mean, I don't understand. If you're that goofy, if someone beats the brakes off of you, you deserved it. So I don't know. It is what it is. But Daniel Hernandez, your day will come. That was light. I'm waiting until they teach him the final lesson. But let's go ahead and try to get to some more celebrity deathmatch, some more not real stuff. Looks like your boy, Justin Bieber, as my coach calls him, Justin Bieber. I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared, and you will never live it down. Who's willing to put on the fight? Dana White.
I got $1,000 on Justin Bieber.
I got 10 bands on Tom Cruise. It ain't even gonna be close.
Listen here,
Tom Cruise would beat the brakes on him.
Justin Bieber chills with black people. His best friend is Usher.
This isn't a tag team match.
Justin Bieber said the N-word. You can't be the man. Listen, you got Magic Johnson who be AIDS, and you got Justin Bieber who let's say the N-word.
And you know who's up here?
Who?
Tom Cruise, who saved movie theaters. If it wasn't for Tom Cruise, movie theaters wouldn't have made it through.
That's a lie. Will Smith saved movie theaters.
No,
you
he
seen
didn't.
I Am Legend? You seen that?
That's
slap?
old, fool.
So is Tom Cruise hairline?
No.
Yes,
he has a perfect hairline. And actually, Top Gun 2 was like the biggest grossing movie of all time.
Was it better than Creed 3?
He single-handedly saved it. I ain't seen Creed 3, and that should tell you enough as it is. I saw Top Gun opening weekend twice.
Listen, if it's not,
I still ain't seen Creed 3.
Listen, if it's not Michael B. Jordan or Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We all know Dwayne The Rock Johnson, daddy. Stop playing.
He's cool, but I never called him daddy. I think you're alone on that one.
Hey, comment below. Is The Rock your president? He's mine.
Is that what he tells you?
He paused.
I'm the president.
Nah. But I mean, this whole thing was just crazy. I was looking this up. I have no clue why, out of all people, Justin Bieber wants to fight Tom Cruise. He could have fought somebody. He could have fought Jonah Hill.
It's
Jonah
funny.
Hill's an easy target.
He did the interview. I forget what's that white British dude that does interviews in the car.
Bob Saget.
No, fool, he's dead.
For real?
Bob Saget's dead.
RP my dog.
No, it's this like British chubby white dude.
Ryan Seacrest?
No, fool. I just said chubby. Ryan Seacrest is as skinny as can be. It's this like fat white dude from England, and he does all these
car things and all that.
Yeah, and he had Justin Bieber in there, and he goes, I can't believe you challenged Tom Cruise, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, you could probably beat me up, but you ain't beating Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is taking you to the woodshed, and Justin Bieber's like so mad. He's like, oh, I'll fight you right now. But you know that he ain't got nothing going on.
I don't even know. I forgot the name of.
But what's weird is like when we're checking news and fun things to talk about for the podcast and for the show, sometimes things get like picked up and you start seeing them making it like through all the major Instagrams, like Shade Room and all the big Instagrams of Instagram.
Carpool karaoke with James Cordain.
Yeah, that carpool karaoke dude. And it's like you see stuff where it's like stuff is actually old, but it gets like put as news now. Like, because we actually found he said this a while ago, but people are just talking about it now. And you know what's crazy is like I saw one with Lil Wayne. They had pulled like a Lil Wayne quote from this interview that he did on the 9 Club. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That I was like, people were paying attention to the 9 Club. It's a skateboard podcast. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that Wayne was just on there. I got to pull it up. I pulled up the Wayne interview that they're pulling all these clips from. It's 3 years old. And all these places are pulling clips from like right now.
The Instagram will get you. Like Instagram will get you. They'll pull up like one Instagram page to put up like an old quote from 3 years ago, and then it's like monkey see, monkey do. They're like 7 other Instagram pages copying and pasting that same exact thing. And I mean, it is what it is. We live in a copy and paste world. But I mean, if Justin Bieber really fought Tom Cruise, I got my money on the Bees. Like I said, he said the N-word. My case is proven. My case is closed.
That's all it takes for you to vote for someone?
Listen, if you said the N-word around black people and you made the song called Peaches
and Cream.
Fire.
But speaking of fire,
And he had Selena Gomez.
He dumped her.
Exactly.
He said ejectocito cuz.
He the real Andrew Tate.
But speaking of my favorite part of the show, it's time to jump into Couch
announcements.
Welcome to Couch Announcements, where we break down what's going on with the channel, what we're working on, and what you can expect.
When it comes, I wonder will couch. It's Blue Clues.
Sounds like you've been thrown on the couch before.
Listen here, man. You got no childhood. You got no childhood memories. You wasn't hooked enough as a kid.
I watched Blue's Clues, but also you're like older than me, so I barely watched Blue's Clues. So for you to know everything word for word, man, it seems like you watch a lot of program a little long. But you got to check out everything else we're doing. We got TFTC Gaming blowing up. We're getting consistent views on TFTC Gaming. I'm dropping 2K videos a week on there. My co-host is dropping UFC and wrestling 2K23. So check out those fighting videos. He's dropping 2-3 videos a week.
Man, I got so many videos, man. I'm losing track of time. I got videos. We got UFC. We got reaction. We got shorts on the gaming channel. We got shorts on the reaction channel. We got shorts on the main page. Man, we got so much content coming out. Like, we booming.
It's ridiculous.
The business
we have no life now.
Good. The business is booming like AB words.
Business is definitely booming. But let's check into what's booming the most. We got our number one child here, Crib Reactions, taking off and taking over. We're at 4.19, 4.2K. Get us to 5K subs. We want to get that in within the next month and a half. So get us on to 5K subs. And we dropped some videos. We're sorry that last week was slow on Crib Reactions. We're trying to get everything up and going. And we got a whole bunch of videos coming for this week and next week. So be on the lookout, Crib Reactions. We got all kinds of stuff. We got the NLE Choppa and Lil Wayne. You know, most of our reactions are like 8 to 10 minutes. That's a long one because we had a heated debate on the Lil Wayne discography.
I wanted to uppercut both of y'all.
Hey, but it was getting comments, man. People were throwing in their 2 cents. So if you want to join the greatest album of Wayne debate, go ahead and hop on over to Crib Reactions and check out the NLE Choppa and Lil Wayne music video. So yeah, tune into everything we're doing. Clips channel, we'll have clips out probably tomorrow or the next day. So if you like things broken down for you, check out the Clips channel. Remember, we're live on Twitch, Tales from the Crib. And you ready to get to the second half of the show?
Man, I'm ready to blow New Jersey up.
That's Chief Keef, fool.
That ain't Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy said that. He said F New Jersey.
Oh my God. But it's because that's probably where they were asking these questions. But we're gonna check out this video. Let me get off the screen, and then we'll break down what's going on with Soulja Boy.
So you already know, man. The $1 million question is, what will you accept? You want the $250, or you want the $250 in food stamps, or do you want a dinner with Soulja Boy? It's a play on the having the money or having a dinner with Jay-Z.
Yeah. Let's check the clip.
Let's check the clip.
50 in food stamps or dinner with Soulja Boy?
Food stamps.
Food stamps? What the fuck?
250 food stamps.
250 in food stamps. I'm gonna pick the food stamps only because Soulja Boy's not nobody. I could have dinner by myself.
Ooh,
food stamps.
The food stamps.
Food stamps. I don't give a fuck about that corny ass nigga. 250 in food stamps. I don't give a fuck about no Soulja Boy. 250 in food stamps.
Give me them food stamps. I can't make some chicken Alfredo.
I didn't do that Soulja Boy lean since I was 12. Give me them food stamps. I'm taking food stamps. Fuck that nigga. Who is that?
250 in food stamps.
250 in food stamps.
Food stamps. I could finesse 250K out of Soulja Boy. Fuck is you talking about? 250 in food stamps? Be for real.
Bitch, I'll take the food stamp. All right, 250 the food stamp. Food stamps.
250.
Soulja Boy, like, he's not even relevant no more. Like, come on, let's next question.
Soulja Boy not relevant no more. So y'all wasn't doing the Ricky Morty. Yeah, it was the other song that Soulja Boy had also. Stop playing with my dog. You already know what it is. That's so disrespectful. Like, I understand 250 and stamps can do a lot, but y'all over here acting like Soulja Boy ain't the first. Soulja Boy ain't make y'all laugh. Soulja Boy ain't had these hits. Soulja Boy the reason why everybody dancing. Before that, everybody was over here talking about every day I'm hustling. Soulja Boy made y'all crank that.
Shuffling.
Stop playing with him. And And then, like, I mean, y'all acting like Soulja Boy now here making money. He out here doing the gaming console, even though that's fake. He making money off that. He had the Bape shoes. He was making money off that. I mean, Soulja Boy is always influencing stuff. I remember Soulja Boy was the person that told me that, oh, you got it. When you a artist or anything like that, you need to make a website. You got to have a website so you can get their emails. Because when you get their emails, that's when you can send them stuff. And that's where everything is at.
Oh yeah, you get those email databases. You can keep hitting them with stuff, and you never know how many people are gonna bite on that.
Exactly. You know, Soulja Boy always laying game. He always got it. And like she said before, she was 12 listening to Soulja Boy. It's like 10, 12 years later, people still talking about Soulja Boy. So you gotta have some kind of something.
Yeah, that's definitely. And let me see. Oh yeah, they said $250 a food stamp. That's disrespectful.
That's
man.
a lot,
They couldn't
though.
even say $500.
You know, I mean, I spend like when I buy stamps, I'm spending at least like $190, $200, $210. So $40 more of stamps. That's probably like what 10 more items.
Yeah,
It's not really. I mean, it's a lot of food, but I don't know.
but let me see. Oh, we got his response right.
Yeah, see what my dog said. See, stop playing on my dog, Soulja Boy, Big Soulja, Big Drake. He had to go Big Draco on y'all, cause y'all.
Oh God, Big Draco
disrespectful.
unleashed.
Y'all niggas broke, broke ass
Broke.
nigga.
Broke.
I never touch y'all hoes.
Facts.
I'm New Jersey, nigga. What you talking about?
Exactly.
I'm glad they beeped it because he was going crazy.
Y'all broke ass niggas. Y'all ass hoes couldn't come out with dinner with me if y'all wanted to.
Exactly. Y'all can't even afford McDonald's.
Well, y'all bitch ass niggas better start playing with my name. I ain't never coming to y'all city.
Facts. Ain't
Yeah,
never
I ain't
coming to
never-
y'all city.
Who? I mean, I don't think
I don't really
people
think,
really touring in New Jersey.
I don't really think. I mean, after Fetty Wap went to jail, I don't really think they actually going to New Jersey like that. But I mean, do your thing, Soulja. You know, I don't want to step on no toes. I seen what you did to the Migos. You had them running. I'm scared.
Soulja the GOAT.
Exactly. I mean, but comment below. Would you take the $250 for $250 in stamps, or are you going on a dinner date with Soulja Boy?
I'm going to Soulja Boy. So that way he could get me some of those Soldier consoles and I could pawn them on eBay.
Oh Lord.
I bet I could get like five bands of Soulja Boy consoles.
I believe it. Hey, remember when them Yum shoes came out by Soulja Boy?
The Yum shoes?
The Yums.
Oh yeah.
They're like
the one
the
with
fake
with the emojis on them.
Yeah, the fake Air Force Ones.
Yeah. Those didn't work. He's had some crazy shoes and they ended up not working out.
True. You know, Soulja Boy got your own baby nace and everything. I mean, Soulja Boy is a trendsetter. He the first one to do it. He the first one to say Drake.
He just gets famous for being himself, which is pretty funny.
Exactly. And you know, the fact that he has his epic, like this, like no matter what, he always has an epic rant. So he stay relevant. Y'all just disrespect. I went too hard on my dog, and you know, some of y'all look like y'all on food stamps, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We respect women over here.
God dang, man. So let's see what we got going on. Well, let's see, we got Ice Spice, man. So let's check what's going on with Ice Spice when we're gonna check out that video.
Yo, listen, man. We got Ice Spice chain, man. Stop playing with me, man. Pull up. I know where we at, man. Come to the blood. Come get your cheddar. Little bitches is butter.
To the blood. This is disrespectful. Like how you think you cool from stealing from a girl? So allegedly these goofies was like, oh yeah, you know, we got Ice Spice chain. If she wanted, she better pull up, give us some money. But fool, you stole from a female. Like you don't get no cool points for that. You don't get no clout for that.
You get no clout at all. But you know. I don't know if y'all heard that, but we got a special guest that just woke up from their nap. They heard about Ice Spice, so they had to get up. So let's see what we got going on here. We got Mello the Maniac. Welcome to the show, Mello.
He ready to go. But yeah, I mean, like, this is crazy. Like, how you steal from a girl, put it on TikTok and all this stuff and expect to get money back. And then when I'm looking at the chain, I'm like, man, this ain't even a good chain. You could have just got the chain with the Barbie doll head on it. But you got some BS chain like you got from the flea market.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's like the other girl? What's the other girl's name that they did the song? Because that's that other girl's song.
What?
The Boy's a Liar song?
The Boy's a Liar? I don't even know, but I mean, it is
that
what
was like that girl's logo. I felt like she got it because You know, that was like her friend.
Pop Up Girls. I don't know. I thought she did it. She had the chain before she did the Girl Liar song. Well, before the video came out. I don't know when she.
Oh yeah, I mean she had to, right?
Maybe I don't. You know how this Hollywood stuff works. It's crazy. But I mean, Ice Spice didn't really respond to this because I mean, pretty much she probably knew it was fake. And then later on, they found out that this is supposedly just a TikTok challenge that people were just trying to start up and do. But I mean, this is the wrong TikTok challenge. You shouldn't do a challenge of stealing from girls, females. That's not the game. That's not cool.
No, I mean that's not cool at all. Supposedly she said it was fake, and that they're just trying to get clout. Do you think it was fake, or do you think they actually got it?
Nah.
And if they did, like, where would they catch her where they could get it?
Exactly. Like, did you run up on a girl and be like, give me your chain? Or like, did you do like what some of these other rappers do? Like, just find it like laying down on the floor and you just took it and ran off like a little scared little bee. People do that.
You know, if you were around Ice Spice, you would have defended her honor.
You know, I'm spending my carrot top. I love my baby. Well, speaking of love, looks like this next topic right here don't get no love at all.
None.
So it looks like South Park finally, well, not finally, for y'all goofies that don't really watch
For
South
all
Park
you
like that.
2000s kids.
They allegedly just showed Kenny's face after 10 years, which is crazy because if you watch one of the South Park movies where like the devil was in it.
Bigger, longer, and uncut?
Yeah, bigger, longer, uncut. They showed Kenny's face. They showed Kenny's face a couple times.
Yeah, they showed his face back in 99.
So, what I mean?
It's like, come on, guys. It's 23 years ago.
Yeah, I need to get on it. But one thing I got to do is I got to give it to South Park for staying relevant. Like, I just seen that they had Andrew Tate in the episode. They got Kanye West in episodes. They always saying up to date. But, I mean, I got to say, this isn't a kid show. And I see a lot of kids watching this.
Of course. I watched this when I was a kid.
Explains
I watched this when I was in middle school.
Explains a lot.
How do you think I learned my way to cuss?
True, but I mean, I need to figure out more about this whole little South Park episode. I mean, I see a couple people talking about it. I have to watch the whole episode, but I mean, it's Kenny face. Like you gonna see Kenny face like 2-3 times, but he finna die like the next 37 times.
Yeah, I mean, they said if you remember back, I think it was like the Michael Jackson episode. And there's like a couple other episodes where he shows his face. Y'all just late. Y'all ain't watching the classics in the shows. So shout out Kenny, shout out South Park. We love that show. We thought we'd just throw this in to educate you, millennials, you 2000s kids. Show you what's up.
Exactly. Show you what's up. You know what else we're gonna show you what's up on? This next topic right here. Looks like it's time to say bye-bye. 26 years. Let me see, I'm 34 now. 26 is 4 from 10. That's what? I was like, what, 6?
16.
No, it wasn't 16. Stop playing. I was like 6, 7 years old when Pokemon came out. I remember when it all first started. Ash, he had a choice for some Pokemons. Then he ended up somehow getting a Pikachu. And he did an amazing magical journey. I've had almost every Pokemon game from Red, Blue, Yellow, Silver, Gold, from Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy DX, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap. Man, all the Pokemon.
I used to love Pokemon Stadium because I had it for 64.
Facts.
And you could plug in the Game Boy pack to your controller, and you could plug in your Game Boy, whatever it was, yellow, red, or blue. And you could put your Pokemon from your Game Boy game into your Pokemon Stadium game.
Yeah, true.
That's awesome, man.
Comment below. What's your best Pokemon memory when you throughout your journey in life playing with Pokemon? And also comment down below who your top 2 favorite Pokemon.
You know what's funny is with this. You remember when the first Pokemon movie came out?
Yeah, with Mewtwo and Mew.
With Mew and Mewtwo.
I remember I went there. They had they gave the coins out. They gave coins out with coins. Those coins of cards they gave out to watch the movie. Everybody watched the movie. I had 2 of them. It was amazing.
You know what's funny? I was just about to mention that I went to the movie premiere and it was like a Mewtwo, not a Mewtwo. It was a Mew holographic card, but it was made to look like it was like in hieroglyphs rather than like the English on the cards, and that card, it came in like a foil. It's a single one card as a promotional card. I still have that card unopened in a Pokemon binder in the closet. Y'all let me know, collectors. Is that worth some money? Because I still got it.
True. I mean, I got a bunch of cards. So I mean, I got Uno cards, Lego cards. Got spades cards. You got a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get robbed.
Uno cards. No one's robbing you for your Uno cards. Man. And this little guy thinks he's Pikachu. I think it's past his bedtime.
Horrible.
He's trying to stay up too late.
One thing I gotta commend Ash Ketchum on before we go.
Yeah, your favorite Pokemon trainer, Ash Ketchum.
Gotta catch them all. No, it was the fact that he never made Pikachu evolve. He never made him become a Raichu. He stayed 100. He stayed to the deal. I mean, I don't even know if he really became a Pokemon master. I remember he made to the different leagues, the Johto League, all the Kanto League and all that stuff. I'm a real Pokemon OG gangster.
Yeah, I played all the games. I got to get back in tune and see what's going on. But we got
a video. We got a closing video for this. Let's see what we got.
Oh, we got a video for this. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking about it. Let me play it.
But with 26 years, I'm surprised they made it this far. So many cartoons they still got going on. Still as a kid, I'm still waiting to see they stop like Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, they're having like a Power Rangers reboot.
Exactly. So
or a classic.
They have new, and then I think Pokemon's not starting. I think it's just Ash and Pikachu's journey is stopping because they have other.
Oh yeah.
They have like the boy and girl they're showing now.
They have Brock and
Misty.
Yeah.
They're not showing them. Like it's this is like some random characters they added in.
You know what my co-host's favorite Pokemon was?
Ditto.
Squirtle.
Squirtle was fire. He stayed squirting. I love a Squirter.
Was I wrong? Was I wrong? My co-host just snitched on himself.
Well, I mean, you ain't wrong about that, but you know who is wrong about this next topic here?
I couldn't believe this next topic. One, let me bring it up here. So it looks like we want to give a congratulations to LSU and the Lady Tigers that they won their first championship. So, congratulate them. It looks like sports fans discuss LSU basketball player Angel Reese's display of John Cena's "You Can't See Me" gesture towards Caitlin Clark after LSU's win. And a lot of people were really, really, really upset, saying that this was no class and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip, and then we'll give you our 2 cents here. So let's see what the clip is showing. Oh, yeah, she's doing "You Can't See Me." And ring me, trick. I'm winning the championship. Man, to be honest with this, I really didn't understand all the controversy. I mean, I know that people, were getting on Angel Reese for doing that. But to be honest, Caitlin Clark had already been doing that in the tournament. Now, this is the one thing that I want to get into. So people were basically saying that they felt like it was the same thing. That Caitlin Clark doing the "Can't See Me" after hitting big shots and that, and Angel Reese is doing that to her, and and her doing that in her face. They're saying it's the same thing, and if you like one and not the other, it's racist or racism. And we saw a lot of talking heads, a lot of sports people basically say that same thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me bring us back up on screen here. And I'm going to say, I have no problem with Angel Reese did. Mm-hmm. If you win and you're going to talk your smack, you won, you earned the right to do that. Now, for the people in the argument saying that it's the same thing, that's the only thing I'll say, all right, you got to be honest. It's not the same thing. And, even our mascot over here at Tales from the Crib
True.
wants to say it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same. I mean, it's not the same. I mean, like I'm all for trash talking, doing everything you got to do. Your team won. You won the big championship and everything like that. You like she said in the press conference, she's been waiting for this moment. Everybody's been telling her, "Oh yeah, you too ghetto for this. You got no class and all that stuff." But I mean, at the same time, what the little white girl did, Caitlin Clark, she did the John Cena "You Can't See Me," and supposedly she has video evidence saying like, "Oh yeah, when I do that, I don't do that to players," because the girl actually like, "Oh yeah, when you do the "Can't See Me," you're doing it to players," and
oh yeah,
and she was like, no, I would never I do that to my team, I do that to my coach and all that stuff. When I do it, I'm doing this facing my coach and everything like that. Like I'm not doing this towards any players. That's disrespectful. And then everybody's talking about this Louisville get this one of these games that she played in that she didn't. She's like, no, it was towards a coach. So I mean,
yeah, and that's the only thing that I'll say. No disrespect to Angel Reese. I thought LSU played great. They honestly seemed like the better team.
Facts.
Caitlin Clark looked like that she was just the one that was just, being the Superman of her team. Her team didn't look that good, and it was her just doing the heavy lifting. But, we got to call a spade. And when Caitlin Clark was doing that, she was doing it while going off the court, while they call a timeout.
Yeah, that's the part.
And she's doing that when she's by her bench. Now, in this game, you're up 15. You're going to win, and you're literally following around someone for like 30 seconds.
No, it's like, you're finna win. The game was over.
Yeah, I mean, it was over. The game was win.
No, the game was, you finna win. No, you won.
Yeah.
The game was over. The game hit 0-0-0 on the clock. The Kent girl said she was walking to her side to get in line to shake everybody's hand. And then imagine that you finna shake somebody's hand. You got the little Kent girl. She does this for 5 seconds at the most, but the Reese's Puff girl, she does this for like a whole 25 seconds.
Following her.
Like you following somebody and point at your finger, the game is over with. All this stuff, like I don't know what she probably said to you on the court. I mean, maybe she said some your girlfriend tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Pour to Kevin Garnett.
No, but they said that they felt like because whenever Caitlin had played in the game before, that they were going against a team that didn't have a shooter. So they basically did like how some teams play Draymond, where they just leave him open at the 3-point line, and that they would even like wave off that girl when they got the ball. And they're like, because LSU's in the SEC, and they're like, they were in the SEC and she disrespected the SEC players, so we don't stand for that. So we had to get her get back. And it's like, that's kind of weird. I mean, I know it was another team from your like division, but I wouldn't really be in like, oh, they disrespected someone on that team because they can't shoot. We got to get them back for them. It's like, was that like your friend, or do you know them, or why would you even care? So to me, that seemed a little bit weird. That seemed like that was an excuse to act the way they did. But I'm all for being disrespectful. I love in the sports. If you dunk on someone, point on them. I remember when Kobe in the All-Star game would always show up LeBron. I remember he stole the ball off him and dunked it, and LeBron tried to block it, but he didn't get it. And then Kobe spanked LeBron on the butt and told him, good try. That stuff's funny and hilarious. But
it's just like Westbrook. Like when Westbrook does the little critter rock, the two little thing, or like when Pat Beverly just did to LeBron, like he did the whole baby thing. Like you do that in the middle of the game, like the game is still going on. You do that, like you do see that in NFL and the NBA, but it's while in the game. Like you really don't see, like once the clock hits 0-0-0, all that whole talking ish and all this stuff is over. It's over with. The game is over. Like it's just like when you beating a team by like 20 points and it's like the last 30 seconds of the game, like the last 24 seconds, like you scoring a 3-point shot the last 23 seconds of the game, it's just disrespectful because you already won.
I was gonna say, like, you see fights for that. Like if you're beating a team by 30 and there's 10 seconds left and you shoot a 3 when no one's guarding you and just make another 3, a lot of times like that's where those fights happens at the end of the game, because they're like, that's disrespectful. You already won. You didn't need to launch another 3.
True.
And people also gave the example of Steph Curry doing the ring thing when he won a championship. But when Steph Curry does that ring thing, like it's usually like he's doing it to the crowd. I ain't never seen Steph be in someone's face pointing at his hand. Clay, every time they're losing in the regular season, wants to do. He's
on the bench. He's never by anybody. He's on the bench and he's like showing his 5-5-5. Well, he's walking to the bench.
Kobe had that one viral moment where I think he was injured and somebody was trash talking to him, and he does the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like ever since then, it's like Klay Thompson's tried to mimic him, so it's pretty funny.
This is almost worse than Isaiah Thomas losing to Michael Jordan in the playoffs and not shaking. Remember when it was like,
they walked off the court?
He walked off the court.
They didn't even want to shake hands. They were too embarrassed.
And that's why
Isaiah, when you get embarrassed, you still mad at Michael because Michael kept you off the Olympic team. So you weren't part of the dream team, baby. Even though you were on all those good playoff teams for the Pistons and one of the top players in the area, you were cut from the dream team because you didn't show respect to Michael. So
True. And
Michael's the GOAT of all GOATs.
And that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, the sad part about this whole thing is, like, yeah, it's wrong that people were picking on you and, like, they said all these mean things about you. And, you know, them talking about you saying, oh, doing a John Cena in front of the girl. You know, it's trash talking. It's a part of the game. But one thing that they, what's it supposed to be? Dang, I forgot. One thing that they don't like is how, like, this just ruined the whole moment. Like, this is LSU's first time winning the championship, and nobody's talking about them winning the championship for the first time. All they're talking about is her being John Cena.
Yeah. And what's crazy, you know, I really don't have a problem with it, but I want people to keep the facts straight. It wasn't the same, just to acknowledge that. But I do like, doing all the stuff, because this is what that's what I used to do, and I used to play basketball all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hitting threes on people, and I started doing this. But you know where I got it from?
What?
DeShaun Stevenson, who used to play for the Mavericks and for the Wizards with Gilbert Arenas, he actually would do that to LeBron. Because you remember whenever the Wizards played the Cavs in the playoffs, DeShaun Stevenson was talking trash about LeBron, and LeBron goes, why would I even respond to that? That's like Jay-Z responding to a comment by Soulja Boy. Again, this is Soulja Boy, and then Soulja Boy showed up at the next Wizards home game wearing a DeShaun Stevenson jersey, and I think the Wizards blew him out, and DeShaun Stevenson was giving him that the whole time. And, you know, they eventually lost, but then he had the rematch in 2012 when he was on the Mavericks, and he shut down LeBron that series and got his revenge. That was probably the worst that LeBron's ever played in finals history, was that series against Dallas when DeShaun Stevenson absolutely locked him up. True. So shout out to Sean. You were real. You know, you got to do that sometimes. You know, when you got great players and you giving it to them, you got to give them to John Cena. You can't see me.
Exactly. And sometimes you trash talking is good. I mean, everybody's going to probably think like, oh, yeah, but we see the guys do it. No, Mutombo, he used to be like the no, shake your finger and all that stuff. But
now everything's a tech.
But the difference is when Mutombo did the no, shake his finger, that lasts 3 seconds. When all these other sports players do things, it lasts like 2 to 3 seconds. She literally followed this girl
for like 30 seconds.
Like 30 seconds doing the John Cena.
That's the difference.
Like, that's the difference. Like,
I still don't have a problem with it, but that's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, you can't follow. Like, at some point, like, it's taunting, taunting and trash talking, but at some point it becomes excessive. Like, just like in the NBA, you can dunk on somebody, but if you holding on the rim too long, if you dunk on somebody and hold on the rim too long and then let it go and slap the backboard, that's a tech.
Yeah,
you can't do that. Like, it's taunting, but then at some point there's an excessive part. So the question is, like, when is it considered excessive? If you're doing the John Cena movement for 3 seconds, is it excessive, or is it excessive once it hits 15 seconds?
I don't really think none of it's excessive, but whenever people are saying like, oh, this is classless and stuff, and your argument is that she did the same thing, she didn't. It was completely different. But you can still feel that, that there was nothing wrong with it. Yeah. I actually like that stuff in sports because I watched a lot of 90s basketball, and Sean Kemp and Michael Jordan used to dunk on people in the 90s. They used to point at them and laugh at them in their face, and it wasn't a T. I mean, I would love if you could do that in this game. I mean, now even if you do the Mutombo wave.
Yeah, Reggie Miller used to do the choke thing?
Yeah. He did.
Like, all that is good. Like,
Kobe used to do the big balls thing when he would hit a shot at the end of the game.
I'm all for it. I mean, like, it's like girl players that do taunting and stuff. But I'm all for it.
But who's the real winner of all this stuff?
Who?
Women's basketball.
Yes.
Because this has probably been the most that we've seen. This was actually the biggest watched female basketball game of all time, I believe they said.
I believe it.
Even more than WNBA. And the good thing is that both of these girls are young, and unlike the boys, the girls actually stay in college because they're not really that eager to go pro, because the WNBA don't really make no money. So a lot of good college girl players, they play 3, 4, 5 years if they get like a red-shirted freshman. They're going to stay in the college program. So we might even be able to see a rematch. We'll get to see if LSU can make another run and go back to back, and we'll see if maybe Caitlin Clark can have her moment and get it all the way done. Maybe she'll get some better help and teammates, but it's all fun. women's basketball sometimes gets labeled as boring, but these girls were balling. There was nothing boring about this game when I was watching it. I watched like the whole second half.
Yes, and I just want y'all to comment below. Just like y'all can be like, oh, y'all just wrong. Y'all picking on the black women and all that stuff. But like, we're not picking on the black woman.
I'm not mad at her at all. I'm just saying don't say the same.
Yeah, it's not this. I mean, nobody's mad at her at all. You know, you can trash talk, you can taunt and everything. All we're saying is when does it become excessive? When does that one trash talking move become like, okay, yeah, you did that. Yeah, you made the shot in front of her face. You did your dance. But when is it excessive? Like if you taunt, you make the shot, you're taunting her face, and then y'all call timeout, then she comes out and you're still taunting her face at the same time. That's kind of excessive. I mean, you're doing too much.
You're getting on Dylan Brooks' time. Exactly. You need to stop acting like little Dylan.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's go ahead. Shout out to LSU and the ladies for getting it done.
LSU basketball, let's go.
We salute you.
Shout out to y'all first championship. All these women, all these black women winning the championship with the white coach lady. Doing the gritty. Boosie be supporting them. They got the girl, the flu girl.
I will say Boosie did say one thing.
What?
He said, "Oh man, we took down Larry Bird's daughter." Oh, I'm sorry, Larry Bird. We had to beat your daughter like that. It ain't Larry Bird's daughter.
I really thought that was Larry Bird's daughter.
That was hilarious.
I thought it was either the girl that was part of the Kobe Bryant thing or Larry Bird's daughter.
No, she's already pro. That's Sabrina Isensu or something. She actually had her first pro model come out at Nike, and her shoes are pretty nice. They kind of look like Kobe's, but it's like the first women's pro model shoe that they've had in like 10 or 15 years, I think. So, yeah, she's killing it, and I think she plays for the New York Liberty. So we'll see if these girls end up, continuing their journey to the WNBA past college. So stay in tune and let's keep on giving these women their views. So maybe one day they can get paid like the boys. And speaking of getting paid like the boys, we got the NBA collective bargaining agreement, new CBA being agreed to. And there's some new things that are going to be phased in. This will not go through immediately, but they're going to be phased in throughout the next, 2-3 years. And it looks like that the first thing, and I'm actually a huge supporter of this, we'll go line by line, 65 game minimum for players to be award eligible. So
it was like 84 games already, 82?
82 games for a season. So that means you got to play pretty much like 75% of the season to even be considered for award. And what award are we talking about? We're talking about any of them. We're talking about Rookie of the Year. We're talking about MVP. We're talking about Defensive Player of the Year. We're talking about Most Improved Player, because there has been some times where players didn't think that they should have been in it because they didn't really play that many games. Like I know when Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year, even though he sat out his whole rookie season with the injury, they still let him classify as a rookie. Even
LaMelo Ball, how he beat Anthony Edwards from Timberwolves, I still say that cheated. He cheated.
No, LaMelo deserved that.
Lies.
Clean sweep. Anthony Edwards, not that guy.
But yeah, with the whole 65 minimum game, I mean, I guess this is gonna stop the whole Kawhi Leonard thing. The whole we don't play back-to-back games. I guess this means that there's no more LeBron James ever been in the conversation of winning MVP. But
I don't want to hear any more talk about Joel Embiid, because this man does not ever play 65 games. This man will never. You always talking about it's between him or Jokic. It's just Jokic, because Jokic plays games. Embiid is like got the Kawhi syndrome.
It's like 20 games. So 20 games. That means basically if you get injured once, that's basically you can't get MVP.
Yeah. If you have an injury that's longer than like 2 weeks, you're not eligible that year.
That's crazy. I mean, like it's free. I mean, Paul George would never make it.
Well, I think they got tired of so many players that like don't play back to backs, and they're not even injured. They're just trying to rest them for the playoffs. So it's like you got guys missing 20, 25 games by choice, not even that they're injured. It's because y'all trying to save them. Well, I guess those guys will have no interest of winning these end-of-year awards if they decide to do that.
Pretty much.
So they're going to make – I agree with this, because I don't understand. I mean, I know it takes a lot of energy to play games, but even back in the day when I was playing basketball all the time, you would play like 7 or 8 games in one evening, and it'd be no problem. And these guys can't even play one game with all these TV timeouts and commercial timeouts and these different things for the game and the free throws and all that. I think there's no excuse. There's no excuse for these fine-tooth athletes to be in that amount of shape but then they can't play all these games. If you can't play all those games, then maybe go play in China or somewhere else because you're not cut out for it. So I was really tired of the laziness I've seen in the league, and hopefully this will clean up some of that laziness from a lot of the players.
True. Then next we have the in-season tournament. So I guess they're trying to be like, the NCAA where they have like different tournaments during the season. But the thing is, what if you get injured during the in-season tournament? So is it like you play 82 games, but then you have the in-season tournament also? So
well, they said they're gonna count games part of regular season. So if you play maybe like 10 games in this tournament, it's not like you're gonna play 82 games plus 10 games. It's just they're gonna work it out where that's part of your 82.
We got to keep up with that.
Yeah, I haven't seen them actually explain that, so we'll keep you up to date if we get updates on how they're actually going to do that with the in-season tournament. Because is this going to be like, are they going to have like division tournaments, or is it going to be like conference? Like there'll be an East and West Coast champion, and maybe you get like a pick or something. We got to see what's the deal and what is the incentive to actually win these in-season tournaments. You're going to see increase from 2 to 3 two-way player slots.
That's
I actually
good.
really like this.
More G League players get in.
You have a lot of guys in the G League that earn their way, and some guys play so well that they actually work their way into fully guaranteed contracts. So, I think with a lot of the injuries and like a lot of the guys sitting out, like we said, having an extra guy that's on your roster that you could call up from the D League, and if you need to spend a month with the team or 2 weeks with the team, you can do that. So that's only going to be better for the players. Increase the upper limits of extensions from 120 increase to current deal to 140%. So that's basically saying that, they'll be able to make a little bit more money even though they're already balling out.
In the second salary cap apron, $17.5 million. So I guess you can get a couple more veterans at the veteran minimum now.
Well, no, yeah, it's the second salary cap apron. So that's saying if you're over the salary cap by 17 million, that you don't qualify for the mid-level exception, because how a lot of years that's what all the teams would use, like the Warriors, or if LeBron was on the Lakers or the Cavs, that they would maybe use that mid-level exception to add like a medium player. You're not going to add like an all-star, but you can add like a
veteran, like
upper veteran, yeah,
Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, like an Iguodala or somebody that you feel could help your team in the run. So if you're over the salary cap that much, you're not going to have access to that mid-level exception. So that means you will have veterans minimum contracts.
Okay. We're going to keep you posted with the weapon.
I was going to say one last thing with this. I heard that they're basically, I don't know if it's really listed here or part of that second salary thing, but they're going to reward teams that draft their guys. So how a lot of times like the Thunder have a lot of good young guys, and it's like, oh, are they going to pay Shai Gilgeous? Are they going to pay Dort? Are they going to pay Giddy? Because they're coming up on their deals. Well, now if you drafted them, I don't think that's going to count against the salary cap.
Whoa. So
if you actually drafted a player, you can probably have like 4 guys with max contracts. Or I think they said 3 guys with, because before, if you had 3 big guys on the team, they would have 2 guys that get the max contracts, and then the third guy would get a little bit of less than 1 and 2. But with this thing, you would be able to have 3 full max contracts players if you drafted them, and you wouldn't be over the limit. So it's really incentivizing you to stay with the team that drafted you, as far as you can have a lot more opportunities to build your team and not be, kind of cut back with that.
Okay. So as we're gonna keep you up to date with this NBA news, the NBA agreement with the CBA. Hey, is Chris Paul still running this CBA stuff?
He was the president of the basketball operations, but I don't know if he stepped down or if he's still doing it. He might still be the main guy. Put in the comments below, is CP3 still the president of basketball when it comes for representing the players, or did they get somebody else? I thought they were going to get someone else because it was looking like CP3 was going to be out the league, but he finds a way to stay in.
Mr. State Farm. But speaking of State Farm, what you going to say?
No, I was just going to get into this next topic. So we got Colorado's Deion Sanders is making the entire team wear blank jerseys until they earn their number.
Facts. Don't we have video for this?
We got a video. So let's see what's Primetime saying.
Coaches gonna praise you guys at the end of every week. They don't have to give out a number. Like, you don't have to go to the Hall of Fame. Every week it's gonna be judged. If you balling out, coach may say, shoot, I got a line my coach is kicking butt. Look at the dirt. I said, let's see the tape. Let's see the tape. You kicking butt? We're gonna say, yeah. He gets his number. We good? Sure. Everything you do around here will be earned. We ain't giving you nothing. So you gotta go get it and you gotta take it. We understand that? Yes, sir.
I'm all for that. I mean, like, people don't want to. People want to just walk in and be like, I want the number 5 jersey. I want the number 1 jersey. Like, nah. You got to work for this.
You get the 5 fingers to the slate. What bam? Because coach, coach says you don't speak unless you're spoken to.
So is Deion Sanders? What are you doing? Is this the norm? Like, do coaches normally make y'all work for y'all jersey numbers?
I mean, yes and no, because the way they kind of do it is, as far as my years playing football, is it usually goes by like seniority and who's starting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like starting, and usually you kind of have to, in football, you have to have like based on your position, you got to be in a certain number range.
Mm-hmm.
That's why linemen are usually in the double digits. You're not going to see a lineman with the number 5.
True.
So they usually goes by that. So if you're starting, and you're on offense, you're most likely going to get the first picks at number, and then defense is going to get, if you're starting on defense, you're going to get the first picks on your number, and then if you're like a sub, you'll probably get next picks, and then it's everyone else. So really, as far as I've ever been around playing football, I played football for like 18 years, 15 years, long time. That's the way it's always been. Starters get the first number picks.
Mm.
Did you break your armpit?
I don't know. I feel like someone stabbed me in the rib.
Oh, God. We're going to send you to Coach Dion. He needs to whip you into shape. Said too much Twisted Tea. Shout out our official sponsor, not sponsor, Twisted Tea.
Yeah, shout out the sponsor. Can't even say it. Shout out the sponsor Twisted Teas. Shout out to Deion Sanders. He up there in Colorado making things happen, changing up the whole game plan. Hopefully this year we'll see if this all plans out. See if he goes undefeated. See how many losses they take while he at the
school.
They
ain't going undefeated, but I think he'll definitely get that program.
They're gonna be West Virginia
turned around. They ain't beating nobody. West Virginia's coming on now. But we'll see what Dion does. I have faith in him, and it seems like he has good coach tactics that I, for the most part, seem to always agree with. So shout out Coach Dion. We always hope the best for you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time to get to my favorite section.
What's that?
It is time. New music time. New music Monday, even though it'll be a Tuesday. But we recorded this on a Monday. But we got new music. Check out all of our fans over there. We got Goku. Yeah, you're right. You got Bardock, you got Goku, you got Gohan, and who's the little one?
Goten?
Yeah.
I know my Dragon Balls. He stopped playing with me. I know Pokemon and Dragon Z.
That's good. Never mind. I'm going to leave that alone. But let's go ahead. Remember, check us out in the description or over in the playlist section. We got TFTC Music Mix number 4. We've been adding a whole bunch of videos of that. I know we've been a little bit slow of getting this playlist going. But remember, you can still go back to listen to playlist Music Mix 1, 2, and 3. They're still there. They're still fire. But we've been putting in work on Music Mix 4. So check it out. We got some CEO, Trey Lee, all kinds of other artists on there. So get in tune with our Music Mix number 4 and see what we're listening to. Tales from the Crib there.
Hey, you already know this week of music, we got it all. We got the list of new music that's been dropping. We got the new Tyler Creator that just dropped, that DJ Drama that just dropped, that Larry June and Alchemist dropped, that Lou Tyler just dropped from Florida, man. Shout out Tyler. And like girl Chloe Bailey, my boo-boo, drops an album.
Oh, God. So, yeah, we got Tyler Creator. I think you mentioned DJ Drama, Larry June and the Alchemist.
Yep.
Lil Tyler. I still haven't gotten in tune with Lil Tyler. Let me know if you're a fan of him or you like his music. Chloe, Bridge, and a whole bunch of singles. Y'all could pause it and see what's going on there. We got the new music coming out for
Quavo.
You that just came out. Quavo had a single.
The Honey Bun.
We reacted to it on Crib Reactions. So check out Crib Reactions down in the description. That reaction should be coming out in the next couple days. But let's go ahead and jump into picks. Co-host. Need need to explain to us what's going on
Man,
with
we
your
got
pick
that.
here.
We got that Chloe Bailey. You know, I had to listen to it because I wanted to see if she can sing. If she knew how to sing, or that she sang.
Man, the only thing you know her from singing from is taking back shots
That's
from
a
Damn
sister.
Son.
That's a sister. That's not her.
No, that was her, wasn't it?
No.
She was the one that was on the show?
That was Haley, not Chloe.
No. No, I'm pretty sure because she wouldn't be doing Disney and back shots.
You can't do Disney and back shots at the same time.
No, you can't, fool. No, it was her.
Let me see. What was it? Snowfall?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on, pull it up.
Snowfall.
Did you actually listen to this album?
I did. I actually listened to the album more than 20 times.
I'm just trying to get in tune with the Tatianas.
She has like 3-4 features on the album. She has Chris Brown on it. She got Future on it, and she has Missy Elliott. The Missy Elliott and Future songs are like towards the end of the album, and then the other song gets towards the
Who?
The other song with Chris Brown is towards the beginning.
You can tell us about it, man. We got it up here. So I was right.
So it's Chloe Bailey.
Somebody come get him. He don't know all the
Chloe
facts.
Bailey was nervous about. Okay, yeah.
She was nervous about taking back shots. It's like, you ain't taking back shots and being Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is precious.
But yeah, I mean, she has a pretty good album. I mean, like, she can't sing, but she can make it do what it do. I mean, like, she like a little J-Lo, Danny Lay. You know, got a little
disrespect, man.
I'm just saying, she ain't no Jennifer Hudson.
But she your pick.
She my pick of the week. You know what I mean? It was either this or that Tyler, the Creator.
You just trying to hit like Damn Son.
Nah, man. That Tyler, facts. But moving on, I mean, like, that's my pick of the week.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Tyler, the Creator.
It was gonna be my second pick, but I mean, this CD is pretty decent.
Let's get into some real music. Let me go show you Chico 2 times music.
Oh my
picks.
God.
We got CO Trey Lee, The Collection Volume 2, man. This was an epic album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not, he's not my favorite artist, but I always check out every time he drops, and this surprised me. Nothing but full bangers, man. I love this whole tape. He didn't never snitch. And you even like the tape. I played it for my co-host the other day.
I like snitches.
And he said it was all fire. Say snitch one more time to see what happens. I'm gonna put you in a blender. But check out my other bro. Mimo 600 dropped a single Uncle Luke after the big hit We Dat. So check out Mimo. Go to his channel on YouTube. Check out Uncle Luke. It's all on all platforms and Apple Music. Song is fire. Mimo's back. 6-0 on top. You know how we rolling.
You already know how we rolling. You know what y'all doing. You know what y'all need to be rolling to. Y'all need to be rolling to our Twitter page. Follow me on Twitter, Felix Supreme 305. Follow my codes, Papa Oblot. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest news. I mean, we got it. We got the hot sauce that your mama won't.
And remember, any story, any subject we talk about, if you agree or disagree with us, just comment it below. I mean, we want to hear what you have to say. If you agree, tell us why. If you disagree, tell us why. We ain't going to get mad at you. It's just your opinion. So remember, put in a comment below. That's the biggest way to help this channel grow. And remember to check out all we do. Check us out on TikTok
Check us out on TikTok.
For as long as TikTok is going to be there.
Exactly. Check us out on TikTok, Tales from the Crib on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram, Tales from the Crib 210. I mean, we everywhere, baby. Stop playing with us.
Get crib reactions to 5K subs. I want to see that happen. Now it's time to take some other effing thumbnails. Let me see. Oh, you already posing. Oh, let me move my mic out of the way. He went to bed.
But you already know what this is, man. It's Tales from the Crib. You know, catch us every Monday dropping that fuego. Maybe on Tuesday sometimes if we messing up. Also, check out Crib Reactions. Check out TFTC Clips. Check out TFTC Gaming. Check out the TikTok page, Instagram page. Check me out on Facebook, man. Check me out, man. If you want to send me some money, hit me up on Cash App.
Let me bring my mic back. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to get y'all some outro music as we get out of here. Oh, Mike's moving on me.
Somebody come get her.
My co-host is a stripper. I'm just kidding.
I hate you.
Don't tip him. It goes to his head. Oh, let me. Oh, there it is. Hey. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Thank you for Mello for making that great guest appearance. We'll see you next week. Tales from the Crib. Hey. The tunnel of doom. The tunnel of darkness. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hide your daughter. It's Tales from the Crib, baby. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in another week. We'll see you next week. Hopefully we won't get age restricted. Hopefully my co-host will keep his tongue on a short leash. Let us know what you want to see, man. Put in the comments below. We'll make it happen. Tales from the Crib. Bada bing, bada boom.
Blow New Jersey up.